Where's Phil Jackson? What is this? Look at this water.
Welcome.
Are you seeing this?
Beautiful people of the AHHWF universe. I am seeing this water, yes. Thank you all for joining us.
We're sending the show off to sea.
Yes, sending it off to sea. After a whole mess of fun technical difficulties, we are very glad to be here with all of you to celebrate the ending of an era, the ending of AHHWF. I say we have a great show for you tonight, but honestly, a lot of it goes to Chris, who crafted a beautiful show for you tonight. I suggested a few matches, but most of it's Chris's work. And Chris has brought you an incredible show tonight that I cannot wait to see what's going to happen.
Thank you. I went ahead and tied up our general manager, Fraser Crane. He was so distraught about HHWF, and he actually cried to me in his office. He said, I know I act like I hate all these wrestlers and I'm an evil general manager, but now that my show's going to be ending, I can't even bear to do my job. So I said, look, you stay here. I'll book the show. I'm a former wrestler. I know what I'm doing. And but also, if the show sucks, then it was Fraser Crane's fault, and I had nothing to do with it.
And let me just take a moment to say that it's awesome to see these names in the chat of people who have been with us for a lot of this ride here on AHHWF and AHH as a whole. And so, thank you all for joining us here for this last ride of AHHWF. What we decided, since our big show is called The Big Show, we decided this would be best named The Last Show.
I legit feel a little emotional just now. I went to check the chat, and we got Pilot and Lee and Becky Skyflay popping up. I'm just like, oh damn, this really is all our pals. It's the whole ride. It's great. And now to match my emotional level, it's Batman.
Batman, often known for his emotions.
Batman just got the last promo on HHWF, and he's saying, I'm jazzed to be here. And you're probably wondering why they dragged Batcave after I've had only 3 matches in this company, but I'm here to make a very important announcement. You see, me and my benefactor Alfred have been sitting in Batman Manor in the cave, and we've been cooking up a really special gadget. It's not just something to arrest people and punch them in the face like I normally do. It's not even to detect Wario's cheating like the last time I came out here and got some mic time. It's way bigger than that. And it's way bigger than Gotham City itself. This is huge. I'm here to announce, I watched the last show. We saw Shaggy Rogers, who I know is a lot of you out there's favorite wrestler. We saw how his mind had been tainted by the Joker. And I said, you know what would be cool? If we could somehow, using science, separate the good in Shaggy from the evil and make them 2 separate beings and have them fight for Shaggy Rogers' soul. Would you believe I pulled it off? Because tonight, at the final AHHWF show, I, Bruce Batman, have welcomed in Shaggy versus the Joker. The winner will claim the soul of Shaggy Rogers.
Honestly, there couldn't be a better way for us to wrap things up here with Shaggy on AHHWF.
I mean, he's had a hell of a road, Ben. He went from being an underdog to the hardcore champion to becoming the people's champ, the biggest superstar in the eyes of the fans here. And then he went on a massive losing streak for a year, gave up on everything he believed in, became the Joker. But now Batman is doing us all a favor and saying, we all know that's not the real Shaggy. Utilizing his billions of dollars for good for once, and utilizing a scientific miracle to finally get us some peace of mind and hopefully one last night of redemption for Shaggy Rogers. Batman also plugging his podcast, but we don't have to talk about that. I mean, he's kind of going into business for himself here. He really kind of said the important thing, and he can kind of go anytime now.
We're probably going to, I don't know, we'll kind of weed out what podcasts we want to talk to you all about tonight and everything. But I bet a lot of the wrestlers are going to be plugging their upcoming projects that they're taking on after HHWF.
Yeah. I'm cutting Wario's mic the second he starts to speak.
Yeah, Wario actually has a podcast where he goes through and he talks about the history of Mario Kart.
Yeah, it's very biased, though. speaking of bias, I'm biased towards whichever graphic designer Pete backstage made this image, because just really take in what we're about to witness here. We have what I will like to affectionately call a fuckers TLC match for the Hardcore Championship. The only exception, I mean, like, he's a bastard, but I can't really call him a fucker in the true sense of the word. Wario, a former Hardcore champ, weaseled his way in here. What this is really meant to do was to give some of the losers of AHHWF one last shot at Championship Gold, or I guess Championship Red, because the Hardcore title is not gold.
Losers, I don't know what you're talking about. The Trash Man is a legendary figure here in AHHWF.
That's true. I guess I'm just looking at the list that Fraser had on his wall in his office, which I don't know why you sign someone to your company just to then call them a loser. But you know, that's how that man works. But Santa said, "Ho ho ho! Of course I'll give a gift to the losers. I do that every year." And so he agreed to put his title on the line in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. He's used to climbing chimneys, but he may have to climb a ladder for the first time. Normally the elves do that at the warehouse where they make the toys, you know.
That's right. Christmas, you know, we're only like halfway through the year, Chris, but Santa is having Christmas come a little early this year because he knows we all need it with a losing big Hardcore Championship.
He's trying to turn this into tables, ladders, and Christmas. But I can't wait to see this arrangement of wrestlers in this chaotic, violent matchup. Particularly Mr. Satan, who is like never won a match. Darth Maul, who was like our first Hardcore champion and got like beaten, embarrassed, and kind of ran off with his tail between his legs for a long time. But he's back on the last show to cap things off. He's one of the, I hope, at least a couple other people on the show who were there for the first and will be also here for the last. Trash Man, like you said, is a legend. Wario, former Hardcore champ, and of course Santa Claus, the current champion.
Well, let's hear some entrance music.
Let's do that. Tinsel lights and Christmas. Thank you, Pilot. I was trying to get to something. I was like, I know if I try for it, if I sit here and take my time, I'll find a way to make all three letters Christmas. But look at this. Look at the man dressed up for his last wrestling show.
He knew this was an important event.
He did. He doesn't look like trash to me.
From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 300.
Also getting TLC, the Losers Club in the chat, or Trash likes championships, perhaps.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. I think really, with how creative our chat has been over the years here in AHHWF, I would say that there's a good bet that we could get a bunch of good acronyms for TLC if we wanted to.
Yeah, I want y'all to try for it with everyone's entrance to try and get some kind of TLC in there. But Trash Man is here to give us some tender loving care as we get to watch him dance to the ring one last time. That just makes me happy. It's chicken soup for the soul without any teens getting decapitated by trucks or whatever else happened in that book.
I'm glad that we gave the Trash Man pyro for the last.
I also love that there's like, it's just dancing, and then like right at the end, it's just like bam, just one pyro explosion, one small firework.
I'll tell you, Chris, there's a lot of things that I'm gonna miss about AHHWF, but if I could tell you one thing I will definitely not miss about AHHWF, it is this man right here.
Yeah, you know, he came up to me backstage, and I thought it was like, oh, he's gonna say goodbye, and we're gonna have a touching moment together since this is the last show. And instead, he gave me a noogie and ran off. So Wario, just as terrible as always.
Also, there's never been a more apt acronym for Wario than Trashy Loser Combat.
Absolutely. But, you know, like we've said many times before, as much as we'd like to, we can't count him out because this dude wins more matches than just about anyone else on the roster. So his dream here would be to be a spoil sport and walk off with the Hardcore title again.
Yeah, you know, I'm sure that there's I mean, honestly, in Wario's eyes, I mean, you got to think that there's probably no title here in HHWF he would rather leave with than the Hardcore title.
Yeah, you know, and it also would be a slap in the face to his nemesis Mario, who was upset to not be on the card tonight, but he was happy to cheer on his brother Luigi, who will be in action later on tonight.
Yeah, I could tell you, I mean, as much as I'm not a fan of him, Wario's dominance in the ring is definitely something you can't deny. I'd be surprised if we didn't see another company someplace in the country pick him up here following the end of his AHHWF contract.
Well, I've heard Vince McMahon's going to change what the company stands for and make it Warrior Entertainment, which, you know, that's a way to lose some network subscribers.
It's also, we're talking about good acronyms. It's kind of a lazy one.
Yeah, he should have got people from our chat in there.
Maybe like Wario Wrestling Entertainment.
I keep reading up. We got the largest combatant, that Luigi clone. Y'all are very good at this. This is great too, because I was gonna try to do a TLC bit for when they came out, and then I was like, wait a second, I can outsource this. I can delegate. And who's coming out of this red fog? Oh yeah, Darth Maul, duh. What if it's just like... Okay, there he is. Yeah, it's him. I was like, what if it's just Bill Nye?
That would have been a great signing for the last episode.
We should have just grabbed someone random for one opportunity. If you had one shot.
I would not sign Eminem to AHHW.
Darth Maul is really soaking it in. He's like, I don't want this to end. If I just crawl real slow, the promotion can't end.
Like, listen, the Clone Wars is over. They're not making another one of those solo movies. I got nothing else to live for. This is all I got. All I got's AHHWF.
He's like, I'll never retire.
From Hollywood, California.
He's like, yeah, they killed off my character on TV. I'm lost. I'm scared. I need this.
J.J. Abrams isn't rebooting Lost starring Darth Maul.
But he should. Total lack of championships. That's just mean.
Also,
but how fitting, though.
Also a little accurate for some of the people in this match.
Yeah, it really is. Thanks, Luke, child. Just great. How great would it be if Darth Maul, after being the first hardcore champion, is also the last hardcore champion? I'm actually really torn on who to root for in this match, because there's a lot of feel-good stories in here.
I do like the, I mean, it's like poetry, it rhymes. So, fitting for Darth Maul to come back here at the end and win the title. We find out that Wario was a Maul the whole time,
Colton just crushed it. 2 lightsabers connected. Fuck. Y'all are way too good. It's gonna be harder for some of these people though. Maul is really milking this, huh?
This is his last time. This is it.
he's trying to jazz himself up. There we go. We finally get the lights. And...
This is his last time. This honestly, so you know how in a lot of sports we talk about you want to get that championship before you retire. This is literally this is the moment right now for Darth Maul. His legacy can either be the guy who once had a title that kind of just fell into obscurity, or he can be the last losing big hardcore champion.
Yeah, I know which one I'd rather be.
The one who won a title once and faded into obscurity.
Yeah, because it's funny. Everything I did in wrestling was for the bit. And there's our current champion, Santa Claus, who kind of came out of nowhere. It was just kind of like a surprise entrant in the Rumble, and then got into some beef with Mr. Clean, because he gave Mr. Clean coal, messy, dirty coal for Christmas. And he challenged Mr. Clean and actually took the belt off of him. So the Hardcore Championship, not on his waist, you'll see it's hanging above the ring. Get these presents! I've never noticed the ring coat.
Yeah, I would say that Santa's probably my favorite to leave here with the title.
I mean, he is fucking huge. Built like a brick shithouse, that Santa Claus is. And I'm trying to bring it on as the most unlikely to win this match enters the ring, and Mr. Satan has legitimately never won a contest in AHHWF. He might be one of the only wrestlers on the roster to have never secured at least one victory.
Yeah, here's an interesting question for you. Does his legacy change if he wins the title tonight, or does it?
Absolutely. This business is what have you done for me lately? And if your what have you done for me lately is outlast all these other people in a TLC match and win a title on the last night, like yeah. The thing is, this is the same technique that that friend of the show, Riley Hopkins, has used. Riley was like the former DWA Hardcore champion, and just continues to gloat about it because no one can challenge for it. So Mr. Satan can do the same thing.
Yeah, it's just
The
like
champion
I hold the winner's
forever.
wig at AHHW. I hold the Alien Happy Hour winner's wig.
Yeah, and you'll never be able to lose it. Wait, Pilot, who's a DILF? Mr. Satan or Santa? Or any of them? Here we go. These 5
I
unlikely
think everybody
superstars.
in the
Look
ring
at him.
right now.
Counts as a DILF? Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
agree.
Except
And here
for
we
Wario.
go. Kicking off the last dance, the last show. HHWF Hardcore title on the line. Tables, ladders, and chairs.
And smart move, Wario and Maul teaming up on Santa, sending him out of the ring to start things off here. The feeling in this arena right now, I mean, it's just electric. You can tell, like,
Yeah.
everybody here is feeling like that this is going to be the night that's going to cement legacies here in AHHWF.
Yeah, and I think our legacies, in fact, will be secured as the best wrestling commentators of all time.
Yeah, I mean, not a high bar.
Wario's arms just like got snapped out of their sockets. Look at him! Look at him! He's so messed up.
And the trash
I
man
hate
setting up the
Sobrellas.
ladder here in the middle of the ring. Mr. Satan with a moment here. If he could take out... Oh, never mind.
I'm just really distracted because Wario is just thriller walking. Both his arms apparently snapped in half. And, you know, I don't want to relish in anyone's injuries, but if it were, you know, it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Is the
Trash man trying to get the belt early. 3 people on the outside. It's just Mr. Satan to try to stop him.
Mr. Satan
This
and
is not a
Wario...
wise strategy.
Mr. Satan and the trash man fighting here at the top of the... Oh my god, it's Mr.
Oh,
Satan
can
at
he
the
do
top
it?
of the... It's him at the
Mr.
top of the
Satan?
ladder. He's got the
There's
title.
no one there to
There's no
stop
one
him.
else. Darth Maul's coming in to try and stop him.
Oh, Maul comes in.
Oh, he's no.
But he's still up there.
He's still
Satan's
got
his
it.
hand.
He's still Satan. Oh my God, Santa's not even realizing what's going on. No one's trying to stop him.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
Wario's
he's got
pushing
it
the
in.
ladder, pushing the.
Oh, God, he's hanging.
Mr. Satan. He's alone at the.
He's
Oh my
hanging
God,
on
he's
for
hanging
dear
there.
life.
Oh my God. The boyhood dream.
Hang on.
Oh.
Oh, no, no, no. Oh, powerbomb from Santa. No. Santa normally bringing hopes and dreams to people around the world, and this time crushing Mark Satan's. It's canonically his real first name. Yeah.
Oh man.
Trash man, the first to use the ladder as a weapon, knocking Maul down.
I'll tell
I
you,
really
if that,
thought
if
Mr.
that,
Satan.
if that Mr. Satan moment like is any indication of what tonight's going to be like, we are in for a treat here for the last show.
But Santa punishing him for it, powerbombing in the ring steps or the ring post in the ground, saying, "You don't touch my title."
Maul and Wario having a back and forth here in the middle of the ring, and Maul getting the best of it right now.
Okay, yeah, the chat is telling me that Santa is the dream daddy, but Maul is a DILF too.
And we got
Which-
Wario and Maul with Santa. Oh, Maul, what?
Wario learned to fly since the last show. He's pulling out all the stops for the last event.
And Wario, Mr. Satan,
And Mr. Satan-
trying to move that ladder, but Wario is too heavy. Can't do it. Trash man trying his
trying to
best.
help.
Can't do it either. Wario is too heavy to tip over the ladder.
Oh my God! Wario making only Cat next to me happy and everyone else sad. I can't believe that finish we just saw. Mark Satan hits Santa right below the belt in the presence. Tries to stop Wario by pushing the ladder. Wario too heavy. Trashman tries to push it, can't get it either. And Wario just pulls the belt down in front of everyone. They're powerless to stop him. The story that has been with Wario the entire career he's made here is the same on the last night. That no one can stop him. Two-time hardcore champion, Wario.
You know, if there's ever been a moment that has more felt like a Mark Satan moment, It's low blowing the only guy who could push Wario off that ladder.
Yeah. He's like, this looks like a job for the guy just hitting the nuts.
Then you have Mark Satan, who can't budge the ladder because Wario is too heavy, and Wario just so there you go, there you have it. That is our first last champion, right there.
Yeah, Wario just secured his spot as the forever losing big hardcore champion. No one can ever take it from him until I organize an underground fight club where you throw the title on the line, and I hire like 6 dudes with chainsaws to fight him for it. He'll probably still win. The dude can't be stopped.
AHHF asterisk F or FC F asterisk C.
I'd like to see y'all make an acronym out of that. Whatever he just said.
I was just trying to think of Alien Happy Hour Fight Club, basically.
Yeah. Championship Chainsaw Fight Club. But up next, we have yet another match with lots of familiar faces in it. This one is an interesting mix of former top stars and Shrek. But we've got an interesting lineup here to compete in the last of a time-honored tradition here in AHHWF, an over-the-top rope battle royal for the Judge Burge Overruled Championship. You know, I miss Judge Burge. I wish they could have been here for this momentous occasion, but I forgot to invite them.
I don't know how we would have figured out how to make that work, too, with already all the issues we had going on.
I think if we all close our eyes and our ears and our mouths, we can just imagine that the spirit of Judge Burge is here with us, banging their Buster Sword gavel and saying something weird about horses.
I mean, the spirit of Judge Burge has been with this show for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, and so first of all, coming out, Kratos, trying to have a better night than his old tag team partner, Darth Maul. These two were both on the first ever HHWF. At first, they were tag team partners, and they kind of split ways unceremoniously when Kratos beat Darth Maul for the Hardcore Championship. But then Kratos had a similar path once he lost the Hardcore title to Shaggy. He kind of dropped off the face of the earth too. He came back every now and then for the Rumble Pack and stuff, but again with Darth Maul, this is Kratos, an AHHWF lifer, a day oneer. It's his time to try and secure a championship one last time, but I don't know. It didn't work out so great for like everyone else in the last match that tried to do that. But this is the God of War.
That is an important thing to remember.
Yeah.
When we are dealing with a literal god.
He is powered and strengthened by the Gamerscore reviews all over the internet for his latest appearance on the Indies.
You know, I have a couple different revelations here that are just gonna lose me all sorts of nerd cred here.
Sure.
But one being, so I loved the new God of War. I never actually beat it.
Yeah, same here. I loved it and barely got. I probably didn't even get like a quarter of the way in. I didn't play that much, but I really did enjoy what I did play.
Yeah, I got like maybe a third. It came out at a time where there was a lot of other stuff going on, and it just kind of I don't know. I guess nothing but time now, so might as well go check it out again, maybe. But I'll tell you also, as maybe somebody that's eagle-eared listeners here on AHHWF have noticed, I struggle all the time remembering what number Android 17 is.
Like the number 17?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's just like Android 40.
Yep. And here's one more for you that I realized as I was watching. I finally finished The Mandalorian last night.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you, I often am not sure which one is the prequel and which one is the original trilogy. Is it Jango Fett or Boba Fett?
Oh, in the original trilogy, it's Boba Fett, and in the prequels, it's Jango.
Yeah. I cannot remember which one's which.
This is the safest place you could possibly ask that, because I'm your friend, and Android 17 normally does beat the shit out of people who don't remember Star Wars trivia, but he's down there at the ring. We're safe in the commentary booth. So
Yeah, well, that's what I figured. You know, like if people are gonna boo me off YouTube, we might as well just get it out of the way.
Yeah. Android 17, the former men's champion, had a great run, was champion since August, but did end up losing it last month at the big show to unlikely champion Patrick Stewart. But yeah, trying to secure one last championship for his trophy case on his way out. You know, I'm sure he would have loved to challenge Patrick Stewart for that championship again, but Patrick Stewart's got something else going on tonight that I'm excited to tell you about later. And I'm looking in the chat, and Pilot is just horned for all the members of the AHHWF roster tonight.
You know,
and here is Chuck E. Cheese.
It's a mood.
Yep, and you know, one member of the chat has particularly asked for Chuck E. Cheese to have no pants, but you know, I went to Chuck earlier and I said, you know, Sam has just requested over and over again, has flooded us with email and real mail, just asking you one night to take the jeans off and wrestle like your son does in just the diaper, and Chuck said mean things to me in response, but I can't blame him. You know, he's a bona fide wrestling legend, and honestly, it was disrespectful of me to come at him like that. I just wanted to make our fans happy on this last show, but you know, he takes his career a little more seriously than others do. He's a former Overruled champion, and the current champion that he'll have to try to unseat here is his own son, Chuck Jr.
Yeah, well, and you know, I've heard some rumors that that Chuck's Pasquale's Pizza is struggling right now, and so I think that it'd be a big thing for him and his son if one of them could leave with the title here tonight.
That's true. There are whispers backstage that Chuck E. Cheese is going bankrupt. He might see this as his last meal ticket. And here we go. This is another HHWF legend, the Beast. He's had a very interesting storied career, going from being a nigh unstoppable badass former Overworld champion to being kind of a laughingstock, and then battling his way back, and then forming this weird love-hate relationship with Gaston. And I'm just happy that we get to see him out here one last time, because I've grown quite fond of him over the last year or so.
Yeah, you know, there's some wrestlers that are synonymous with like the idea of a roller coaster ride of a career, but I don't think anybody is a bigger personification of it than Beast. Both in size and in just actual the way his career's gone.
Absolutely.
But you know, like we've been talking about with a lot of people, this can be a moment for him. This can be, you know, how is he remembered? When we talk about years later, when we're on the AHHWF documentary, you know, how are we gonna remember the Beast?
Yeah, I hope for his sake that his last night here in HHWF is glorious.
Also, Pilot, I don't think that's an unpopular opinion, because I totally agree with you on that. I am a big fan of this entrance music.
It's very good.
It was literally a... There's a wrestler in another company that uses it, and I personally am not a fan of theirs at all, and this music got them over for me.
Yeah, it was kind of a dirty, rotten thing, though, to just steal the Beast's entrance music and know that we're too polite here at the elementary school gymatorium to sue.
Yeah, well, you know, that's why I said I'm not a fan of theirs.
Yeah. I'd be curious after the conversation thus far in the show if there's anyone on this roster that our chat does not want to have relations with. And here we are, my trainee, my prize wrestling pupil, Gaston. I taught this man everything he knows about sports entertainment, and I cannot wait to see him execute it all tonight. Look at the perfect spit curl, the perfect turn and pose. This is a true professional wrestler. He knows how to carry himself. He's got the presence. He's got the in-ring technique, and he's got the eyelashes. Look at him. Beautiful.
Those are beautiful eyelashes.
And the chest here,
I'm a big fan of the spit curl.
yeah, no, it's very good. This is the guy that I am proud to have carry on my wrestling legacy now that I've stepped away from the ring. You know, Frazier asked me if I would be part of this last show, and then I said, no, it'd be too hard to have Ben and I separate on commentary tonight. I'm just going to let my student try for this this title opportunity.
I also realize now, looking at Gaston, that in the long stretch where I was not able to get a haircut, my hair looked exactly like Gaston's.
Yeah. So you mean amazing?
Yeah. Except mine was a lot more poofy. So picture that,
Yeah.
but like sticking straight out.
Look at the winner's smile and the little shoulder shimmy he just did a minute ago. And you'll notice he's one of the few smart enough to wear gloves.
Also,
No
Pilot
mask
does not
and-
want to have relations with the turtles.
Oh, that's a good call. They're scary.
And the Jokers. Oh, Becky says the Jokers.
Jokers. I forgot they're signed on this wrestling company.
I don't. Yeah,
They
I'm
had
not,
a
I'm
run
not
there
sure.
for a little bit.
I'm not sure if they're referring to the Jokers, like the group of Jokers that showed up here to take over Shaggy, or if they're referring to the Impractical Jokers.
Oh wait, you're right. I'm not sure either. I guess I assumed the Impractical Jokers, but
I believe we even had a match where it was the Tenderloins versus the Jokers.
we did, and it was awesome. It was the best thing I've ever booked. The Jokers versus Jokers match at Survivor Series Clash of Clans. And here, the internet icon, you can find him on Twitter at Shrek_it's Ogre now. My favorite Twitter handle since Lola Bunny was at Drill.
I need to change my Twitter handle to It's Ogre now.
I love Shrek. I love his entrance. I really was honestly pretty biased throwing him in here. He doesn't have as much stake to a title match as the others, but I was like, I just love this man and his little flip. Look at that.
Oh no.
Shrek is cool. What's up? Oh, wait, is that the song?
That's-
You scared me. I was like, what's happening to your computer? Are we losing it?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I forgot that you have a bad pair of headphones. That like it's like like sometimes when only the left headphone works and you're not hearing like the music in a game or something. Like that's what Chris is dealing with right now.
Yeah, only the left commentator can hear the audio.
It's Ogre in this match. So some fans in the chat there getting behind Shrek here to leave as the Overruled champion.
I'm gonna tweet at the end of this show on the the Alien Happy Hour Twitter account. Just it's all Ogre now when AHWF is done.
That'll be a fun inside
also-
joke for all of us that are listening right now.
Yeah. I hope every single one of you fuckers goes and likes it. I have low stakes or low standards. I don't even ask you to retweet. Just like it. And here we go. Luigi, a famous Overruled champion, trying to become a two-time champ like Wario just did. And Luigi and I have a complicated past. I talked some shit about him on commentary, and then he tormented me. He slashed all my tires and things like that. But you know what? I'm hoping for the best for him tonight.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
love that cowardly plumber.
I think Luigi'd be my pick to win this match here tonight. Luigi's
I
had
am
the
very
much
forgiving.
success here in the company, you know.
He has, yeah, and it's not just him in this match. He's doing this for his brother too. Their family is their family pride is on the line. And speaking of family pride on the line, the Overruled champion Chuck Jr. at I'm Baby, walking out with his title in his diaper. He had an amazing fan favorite title win at the Big Show last month, finally getting revenge on Barnacle Boy in a Chuck's Play Place match. And I, for one, Ben, there's people I'd be happy for if they won the title here, but if I'm being honest, I really want Chuck Jr. to come out of this still the champion. And if I really wanted that to be the case, I probably shouldn't have booked him in an over-the-top rope battle royal match where he's like 2'2" and weighs nothing and people will be able to throw him out really easily. But I just, tradition is tradition, and I think Chuck Jr. agreed with this decision. I think he would want to defend his title for the last time in the match that was famously associated with this title in this company.
Well, I don't
And
think
here we are.
I don't think Chuck Jr. would want like some like softball of a title match.
No, yeah. Now here's something interesting as we get going here, Ben. Do you think that Chuck is going to try to take the belt from his own son, or do you think he's in there really to run interference for the kid?
Well, yeah, that's a good question. I mean, if I was one of them, I would definitely be wanting to make it a family affair here, and try to help the other one at least get late into the round here. But obviously, it's going to come down to at some point. They both would love to have that title.
Yeah, and 17 trying to eliminate that advantage you're just talking about, trying to force Chuck Sr. out of the ring, but Chuck's surviving, much like his company might. Pilot in the chat asking, do we ever figure out why Luigi wears a tactical vest? All good wrestlers wear tactical vests. Shield Kurt was the best iteration of Kurt Angle, and I will hear nothing to the contrary. All these wrestlers would be better off if they wore a tactical vest. Lee in the chat saying Luigi better go out blazing. Interesting you're advocating for marijuana use, but go off, I guess. Also saying if Chuck Jr. loses, he ain't got nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, and Gaston's got Kratos on the ropes right now. And this could be a bad situation, but oh, Gaston getting a little slipped up there. Let's see. Oh man, so much going on here right now. But Beast kind of knocked out, hanging there on the ropes. We got Luigi over. Chuck Jr. taking Luigi out.
Oh, he's sending him back to celebrate with that green.
Chuck Jr. heard
Luigi...
me say that I thought Luigi was the favorite.
And now the father turning on the son after he danced in his face. No. Yes, Chuck Jr. survives. No, don't be a bad dad, Chuck E. Cheese. Don't you dare be a bad dad, Chuck E. Cheese.
It doesn't have to be like this.
That's your son, damn it. Beast doing a throat slash gesture in someone's general direction. Chuck Jr. posing, he's saying, I'm still in here. Even my dad couldn't kill me.
Android 16 got Chuck over the top rope, but still fighting to try and get him out of the ring.
Gaston and Shrek both trying to hide and rest while everyone else fights it out. Chuck Jr., yes, avoiding Beast's grip.
And wisely taking out Beast at the ankle there.
Chuck Jr., yes, DDTing his own dad. Kick your own dad's ass. Wait, is he gonna eliminate him? He's going for it, Ben. Oh, Kratos out by Gaston. Oh, I thought Chuck Jr. had his dad.
The father
Kratos
hanging on, getting back into the ring. Shrek trying to eliminate Beast right now. Beast getting back in.
And Chuck Jr. just falling off on his father. He said, your pizza sucks anyway.
A little C's press there on from Chuck Jr.
Holy shit!
Oh my god, Chuck Jr. picked up Beast and threw him out of the ring! And
Shrek eliminated Chuck Sr.
Oh my god. Is Chuck Jr. gonna actually pull this off?
This is the best night of AHHW ever. Chuck Jr. just powerbombed the Beast out of the ring.
Shrek on the top rope flying at Android 17.
What if our former men's champion, Android 17, loses a title match to Chuck Jr.?
Well, then it would be a change into the guard right there on the last night.
Indiana Solo reference.
Oh. I was just making a phrase.
I'll put it over your album for you.
Okay.
The final four here is not at all what I expected it to look like, honestly. Android 17, Shrek, Gaston, and the champ Chuck Jr.
And no
as
Shrek
Shrek
anymore.
gets sent back to the swamp.
6-17 feeling it. See, I just did it there.
Shrek, it truly is all ogre now for the mean green fighting machine, but we have a hellacious final three. Ooh, big backbreaker to the little rat. And look at this, tiger suplex to Gaston. That can easily break your neck.
That was a good move by Chuck Jr. there, too. Rolling under the bottom rope means that whoever wants to eliminate him has to pick him up first and throw him over, so he gets a little bit of a reprieve here.
Lee said the god, the beast, and the mouse are gone, and I was like, is Luigi a god?
Yes.
All right, real quick before anyone else goes, everyone in the chat, and also Ben, who you got out of these final 3?
I mean, I'm rooting for Chuck Jr. at this
Yeah,
point.
it's gotta be Chuck Jr. Look at him holding himself, pulling himself off the ropes. Look at him.
16
He's
looking to
dazed, but
eliminate
he's doing it.
Gaston here. Gaston
Oh,
holding
Chuck Jr.
on,
Look at it.
getting the leverage.
He's going-
Chuck Jr. getting
Chuck
involved.
going in to help. Not my student. Not my student. Damn it, Gaston.
It's the final 2 here. The last Judge Burge over the top rope battle royale, and another
Oh my
Lil
God.
C's press.
On the former men's champ. This is legitimately epic. On the last show, to have Chuck Jr. against Android 17. This is huge. This is like Nunzio fighting Batista and actually winning. This is awesome.
17 throwing those body blows to Chuck Jr. Chuck Jr. ducking it though, going after the legs, trying to take 17 down to the ground.
Can he do it? Can Chuck Jr. make the boyhood dream come true while he's still in his
17
boyhood?
on the ropes, Chuck Jr. picking him up.
He's setting up for the same thing. That big power bomb. Can 17 get out of this? Oh my God, he's gonna
Chuck
do it! Yes!
Jr. Oh my
Chuck
God.
Jr.
Chuck Jr. retains, and Chuck Jr. leaves AHHWF as the Judge Purge over the top rope, overruled champion. Lots of words.
I have the biggest smile on my face and legitimate chills. For the second time tonight, I feel legitimately emotional at how this last show of AHHWF is going. First, seeing all of our friends in the chat, and to see Chuck Jr. survive that battle royal and leave forever cemented as the overall champion. He was a little baby rat in a diaper, Ben, against the former men's champion, and he powerbombed the shit out of him.
Yeah, it has been a huge rise here for Chuck Jr. over the last year of AHHWF. And I gotta tell you, I think that young mouse has a future in professional wrestling outside of AHHWF here.
Yeah, Triple H, call him up right now. Fire Ciampa and make room for Chuck Jr. Oh, and Ben, this is gonna be a classic in the making. We're gonna have, for the third time, the final definitive tiebreaker between these two bitter rivals, Mr. Clean versus Weird Al.
Yeah, these
For
two.
those that,
yeah. Oh, sorry. No, go ahead. You tell the folks.
I was just saying, for those that don't remember, Mr. Clean made his debut by punching out the champ on his very first night. Then they had a championship match where Mr. Clean won the men's championship off of Weird Al. Weird Al won it back in a triple threat match with Trunks in a steel cage. And you know what? I just realized it's not the true tiebreaker because I think they then had another match after that, so my selling point is gone. But the point is that Mr. Clean and Weird Al have had a bitter rivalry for over a year now. They traded the men's championship from each other. They fought tooth and nail for it. They fought each other in the days since then. They never quite put this antagonism behind themselves. And there's no better matchup to end these two's careers than against each other. These two have always brought the best out of each other. They are the kind of opponent you dream of having as a wrestler, someone that you're going to have classic hard-fought matches with, and you'll always be linked together in wrestling history.
Well, exactly. This is just one of those iconic matchups, especially here in AHHWF.
This is our Rock and Stone Cold.
Well, exactly, and that's honestly when it came down to who should be on the last show of AHHWF. I can't think of anything that is more. Well, I can't actually, because there's a whole thing with some great competitions in the women's division as well. But I mean, when it comes down to that men's title, I mean this is the matchup for the men's title.
Yeah, I think this is the definitive. I think this is the definitive feud that we ever saw for the men's championship. There were a lot of great matches and rivalries, but when I think about the men's championship, I think about Weird Al versus Mr. Clean.
Yeah.
133 pounds.
And you know what, SH in the chat, you're right. Doom is a good game fuck. No, Doom is a good game. That's a classic Alien Happy Hour line that will echo throughout YouTube history, hopefully, even after our channel is passed on to the next world. 44th Pilot saying, fuck our bald bitch up. I'm sorry for doing our people in the chat dirty by reading your typos. I just think that's like the funniest shit. But I agree, fuck the bald bitch up. I hope Weird Al El Kabongs the guitar over Mr. Clean's head one last time for us. And yeah, you're right, Lee. Stone Cold vs. Rock ain't got shit on this. Mr. Clean starting the match as only he could by just running in and lariating Mr. Weird Al in the neck. But Weird Al battling back with one of his signature chops and sweeping like he's going for. Oh no! Ugh! He said you're gonna fuck with my neck. I'll fuck with your neck, boy.
And immediately going after the dome there of Mr. Clean.
Yeah, I expect we're gonna see a great. In addition to these two settling their score for the last time, who's gonna, even if it's not the tiebreaker, this is gonna decide who gets the last win over the other. Unless they just like run up on each other on the street, they're not gonna have a chance to compete against each other. At the very least, not on a stage like this. But
well, and this, right now, I mean, we're getting some serious, like, fast-paced action going on. I think both of these guys realize that this is gonna be the last time they're in a ring together, and they want to get as many hits in as they possibly can.
Absolutely, as Mr. Clean swings in with that neck breaker on the floor, Weird Al brings up with an arm drag. But
hey,
yeah, I was gonna say,
founder of AHHWF, Riley Hopkins, in the chat right now.
Yes, one of the co-founders, you and Riley together, started this beautiful show in 2018 and gave us all a lot of joy and great memories since. And I was honored to fill Riley's shoes, although no one can fill Riley's shoes, but I did my best.
Yeah, because Riley often puts things in the shoes when they're not wearing them, so it's kind of hard.
Yeah, they're just gigantic shoes. But I'm glad that Riley's here to see their baby off one last time. And Mr. Clean go for the cover. Sorry, Weird Al. But as I was saying, in addition to them blowing off their feud, I think we're just going to see a great wrestling match between these two as Weird Al does the moonwalk, a staple of all great wrestling matches. Doing it in the face of Mr. Clean might have been a tad bit of a mistake as he gets hit with a Northern Light suplex, but we haven't shouted at all yet? We got coworker Brian refereeing his last matches tonight. That's really sad to think about, too.
That is true. I mean, a lot of times we're like what the work of a referee, no one points out when you do a good job. Everybody's always mad at you when you make a mistake.
Yes.
And but really, I mean, coworker Brian, one of the great referees in professional wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, coworker Brian was more over than half the roster, if we're being real. He was like more popular with the fans than a lot of the wrestlers. And look at this, the walls of Polka. But Mr. Clean saying, "No, I'm not." Wait, no, he's crawling. He's not out of it. There he goes. Yeah, it's like he's like, I'm not letting you beat me with a move called the Walls of Polka on my last night as a professional wrestler. Codebreaker from Weird Al. His finishing maneuver.
Going for the
He
cover.
can put Mr. Clean away.
Oh, a 2.5 count.
Yeah. And Al frustrated the coworker Brian, but I feel like you gotta know. Oh, look at this. Willing to do anything to put his rival away on the last night here. Taking off the turnbuckle cover. Oh no. Backfires.
Turnabout is fair play here in AHHWF.
Oh no. Weird Al's lower back. Oh, the pay dirt from Mr. Clean. This is bad. That's a bad sequence of events for Al. But there we go. The former champ in there with an arm drag, still alive. And a DDT planting Mr. Clean on that martini glass, the hardest part of the ring.
Al has such a quick and smooth DDT.
Absolutely. But Weird Al with a comeback after that exposed turnbuckle. Weird Al, or Mr. Clean trying to get rid of him.
Mr. Clean with an injured back, it appears.
Turn around. Double axe handle off the top rope. Weird Al is rolling. The former two-time.
The crowd here in the gymatorium is loving it right now.
And here we go, yet again, locking on the Walls of Polka. His feared submission hold.
Clean's gonna tap. Clean, I don't
crawling.
know. Crawling someplace, but there's no place to go. Al.
Maybe. Go ahead.
Al letting go, and now turning it back around into a modified Walls of Polka.
This time the knee on the back of the head. Mr. Clean, I'd be amazed if he could survive this.
Trying to tear the back of Mr. Clean. And Clean taps.
He submits. Weird Al. This is the happiest ending in all these matches, except for Wario. But everything is going very well for the outcomes we want to see out of these matches. That was a great last encounter between Weird Al and Mr. Clean. I think when Mr. Clean was crawling towards Brian instead of the ropes, I think he might have been trying to maybe grab hold of Brian to stop him from signaling the timekeeper if Clean did tap out. But...
Well, and I think obviously, you know, Al knew what it was going to take to win this thing. Mr. Clean, nobody knows how to how to be in the walls of Polka more than Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean's taken that move many a time, and I think has probably learned how to position himself appropriately to obviously you can't completely get rid of it, but, to kind of help deal with the pain a little bit. I think Al realized that and went in and had to apply something a little special here for this last match.
Yeah. I think that tells the story of the whole feud there, right? Is Weird Al puts on his hold. Mr. Clean has the guts to survive it twice. Because these two will settle for nothing less, Weird Al said, all right, I'm going to push you to your absolute limit until you break with the modified walls of Polka with the knee on the head. And Weird Al wins his last match as one of our fan favorite and honestly commentator favorite wrestlers here in Alien Happy Hour Wrestling Federation. He was the first big name that came out of the men's division, and he just had his send off. It's great to see.
Yeah, well, and it's just Al's a personal friend of mine, and so I really I know that he wanted to have this moment with the fans here in AHHWF. He wanted to have that music play at the end and get to celebrate with the AHHWF universe, and I'm glad he got it.
Me too, and you can see in the chat everyone celebrating with Al. But this match is maybe one of the most high stakes of the night, in my opinion. We have the last time anyone will have a chance to pry the Movie Club Tag Team Championships away from Bad. And to sweeten the pot here, the challengers are the most popular and arguably one of the best, maybe the best, tag teams in AHHWF history, Squirtle and Charmander Love Type Connection. They are synonymous with the tag team division of this company. But Bad has been challenging them for that, and if Bad wins tonight, not only will they become the final Movie Club Tag Team Champions, they also will shortly, in just a couple of months, surpass Love Type for the longest tag team title reign. So this is a lot on the line for Love Type Connection. They're trying to win their titles back, and they're trying to protect their record, and they're trying to end their careers with a second Movie Club Tag Team Championship run.
Yeah, seriously, you want to talk about marquee tag matchups here in HHWF that we could have for the last show? This is it.
Okay, hold on. I have a special request from Riley. Hold on a minute.
I just texted them.
I just let me insult this fucker one last time. I fucking love. I'm so sad. I love it so much. But this is a great last show. This is going better than I could have ever hoped.
And Love Type just coming out to just the sounds of the fans here in the gymatorium, cheering them on. No entrance music needed. Love Type. It's you already said it, but just to drive it home for folks that. Maybe have come and gone through here in AHHWF. Love Type was the original dominant tag team here.
Yeah.
Beloved, probably most popular wrestlers in the company. And since they went on a little bit of a vacation, Bad has taken over as the dominant forces here in AHHWF. Tag team after tag team after tag team has faced them and lost. And so now we're really going to find out, who's leaving here with these tag titles? Who's leaving here as the definitive AHHWF tag champions?
I'll tell you who's leaving here as the definitive AHHWF tag team champions.
Someone just burst into the studio.
It's not. The security tried to stop me, and they can't. I am here to put Crash Bandicoot in the ground with my words. As Love Type Connection puts him in the ground with their signature and finisher move.
Riley Hopkins, one of the creators of Alien Happy Wrestling Federation, and the original commentator, and the original Crash Bandicoot hater. Riley, I have to admit in front of all of our fans here tonight, you were right and I was wrong. I defended Crash Bandicoot from your criticism all these years when he appeared to be a good guy. I got on you about criticizing him on commentary all the time, but you knew something we all didn't. You knew Crash was a bastard deep down. Crash Bastard Coot, you knew.
I have learned for years to trust my intuition when I see a wrestler, to trust my heart when I see a wrestler, when I see a person. And I saw Crash Bandicoot and I smelled shit. And I see Crash Bandicoot and I see shit.
Folks, we're taking a very quick commercial break before we come back here and show this match.
We are sponsored by Paul's Rakes, local business where Paul sells you rakes. Tell him, Ben, about Paul's Rakes.
Well, you know how you buy a rake and it's just kind of nothing special? Well, Paul saw that and said, you know what? we need to make some rakes a little more interesting. Let's have some... Why don't we put the fun back into rakes? And so Paul's Rakes are known around the world as the premier fun rakes.
You know, I've actually stepped by Paul's Rakes a few times, and Paul's been really great about finding the funnest ways to make rakes exciting. He's taped some little streamers onto the end of mine. He's like gone out and get like sparklers on the front of the rakes. Sometimes the rakes are just on the wheels of a car. It's incredibly fun and exciting.
And if you want to support our newest sponsor, Paul's Rakes, you can participate in his Fun Raker, where he's raising money to make more fun rakes.
And all right, Paul only paid for 30 seconds, so we got to take you back to the match here.
Paul's a lot of things, but cheapskate is definitely one of them.
And look at Crash Bandicoot instantly flattening Squirtle with a big gorilla press.
Esther asking for the rake promo code for Paul's Rakes.
Yeah.
The big rake energy is the promo.
Alright, this is real though. Fuck the rakes. We have the match right now that will literally determine who is the best tag team in HHWF. Like, for all time. It's not often that you literally have that decided, like, in a match.
Yeah, and right now we're getting Squirtle and Crash, two of the best to do it here in the ring together. Rocket and Crash off the ropes there. Oh, a little stand up, and Crash throwing Squirtle to the ground. Squirtle quickly back up. Crash on the ropes. Oh, Squirtle throwing him over the ropes. We're getting a little back and forth here, and now Squirtle's going to get Charmander involved in the action.
See, okay, this is where they shine. These two are a couple. They are partners. They are a duo. They are best friends. Crash Bandicoot can try as he goddamn likes, but he will not break love tonight. This is the house that love built.
Absolutely.
And in this house, love will win.
Tell him. I swear to you, I can feel the power and the energy behind Love Tide Connection tonight. I promise to God and to all of our fans here tonight, when they, and I know they will, when they hit their finisher, the total elimination, I will call it like Joey Styles in ECW, even if it makes my girlfriend next to me break up with me. I'm gonna call it like Joey Styles, and I can't wait.
Charmander throwing the penguin off that turnbuckle there. Oh, and now Penguin returning the favor to Charmander.
Oh God, Ben, I need to know. You've stayed very neutral during this fight. I need to know, what are you doing? What is your direction here?
I'm sorry? What? I'm on the side of Love Type. I don't know. Not Team Bad, just Bad. It's bad. That's why it's in their name.
I'm just making sure. You know, I just want to make sure that we all three here are on the same side.
Yeah, no, and you know, Lee in the chat said, imagine the show closing with the dethroning of these two. And I agree, that would be magical, and also, I think that was like the one request we got. I think like someone in the Discord said, just like, I really just hope the last show ends with someone beating Bad for the tag titles. So this is, we're all really hoping and wishing for this. But if there's any team that can carry that out for us, it's Love Type Connection.
I gotta tell you, I know we're supposed to be unbiased and we're doing an awful job about that. But I'm going to be very upset if Bad leaves here with the tag titles.
I might cry.
That's why they won't. They won't because the power of us, the fans. Now, like, I can say that because I am truly a fan. The fans and the two creators we have here, we are for love and love-type connection. Bad can't win. Not in this chase. Not with God here.
Yeah, same in the chat. This match is epic. Oh, Charmander missing with a neck breaker. Crash making her pay with an elbow to the mush. But Charmander battling back, punch to the ribs. Take out his Bandicoot kidneys. His Bandicoot kidneys. Clothesline in the corner.
I don't know about you all, but every punch on Charmander hurts me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I do not want this to be a close match.
I don't, but honestly, I have to be real with y'all. I'm very scared because Bad is really, really good. They're really dominant. I
mean, we saw Wario earlier tonight. It's sometimes the people who are really good at wrestling are not the people you want to be rooting for.
Yeah, go in the chat. TLC equals type love connection. Hell yeah. Oh, look, here it comes. Total elimination!
Squirtle going for the cover. Charmander, Charmander just barely missing, stopping Penguin. Squirtle and Charmander going after Penguin now. Crash on the ground.
Crash is dead. They've killed him with their powerful loving kicks.
Good. Next, get a gun.
Oh no, Penguin, what's he looking to do?
Charmander is out cold there on the outside of the ring. Penguin is going after Charmander on the outside of the ring. Squirtle and Crash are alone in the ring. Squirtle has got a submission maneuver applied. Charmander is back in the action.
Crash notoriously weak at submissions, but no, frying Squirtle's hands off.
Damn it. That wriggly piece of shit.
Oh, no. Oof. Half Nelson slam. Our chat is killing it right now. I want to just acknowledge that, but I've also tried to call the action as Crash tags in the Penguin here.
I appreciate you calling the action because I cannot see the action, so I'm just going off of your words.
Oh. Pull up the YouTube stream on your phone or something.
It's a minute late in delay.
Oh, good point. Yeah, you're just like, oh, hell yeah, I love when they hit the total elimination.
I'm very excited to see what this match has for us.
The fans in the elementary school gymatorium on their feet, willing love-type connection to hopefully a victory here.
Everyone, put your hands on the screen.
Yes.
Send your energy to Charmander
Squirtle's
and Squirtle.
like
They need it.
It looked like Squirtle was going to pull the leg out of the socket there on Penguin.
I certainly hope so. There's the Fire fan making his last appearance here tonight. I love that guy.
I hope it's not his
He
last.
comes to every show. Yeah, he comes to every show and yells fire. That's my favorite guy in the elementary school gymatorium.
Squirtle and Penguin having an epic back and forth here.
Oh no, gigantic belly to belly across the ring. Squirtle trying to crawl to his romantic tag team partner, but Penguin stomping out the shell.
Squirtle, please.
There's one big downside to this. Love type connection's been gone for a long time, and Bad is not.
Oh no!
God. The cold clutch.
Oh, get out of it,
Please,
Squirtle!
no,
Get out of
Squirtle.
it! Come on, Squirtle! Everybody, send your love! Oh no!
Damn it! Love type connection gave us their all. They gave us all they had, like they've done for their entire career. But that cold Kina clutch from Penguin is just too much, and God hates us all.
God is truly dead. Thank you for letting me come here to call this last match.
Of course.
To tell Crash Bandicoot to his face that I hate him with all of my heart.
You know,
I'm gonna go back to my seat in the crowd.
Please do. We'll be happy to see you in the chat and in the stands. Thank you so much for joining us. That made that match a lovely time. There's no better way to have called that match than with you at our side.
Here are your winners. And
I'll tell you, I see a lot of the people out here in the chat upset as we are. I gotta tell you, I'm looking at this. I don't think you should cry for love type, because you know what you're looking at right now here in the ring. These are broken people. These are sad. These are sad people. And you know what? They can have their championship gold, but at the end of the day, who do you want to be? Would you rather be Bad or would you rather be love type? Because love type is leaving here with honestly the greatest thing that anybody could have. The love of like the equal love of two partners right there. I mean, honestly,
Absolutely.
they put up a great
And-
match, and they will always be remembered as one of the best here in AHHWF, regardless of how that match turned out.
Yeah, leaving
You're
with titles
goddamn right.
leaving with titles is huge. But you know what's huger? Leaving with the adoration of all the HHWF fans.
And let me tell you two that performing here with you on this night is one of the greatest pleasures of my life, and I've greatly appreciated being able to come back in here. Again, I'm going back to the crowd. You two are fantastic. Thank you for calling these matches, and thank you for putting this show on.
You're welcome.
Thank
Enjoy
you,
the
Riley.
show, or at least enjoy your popcorn.
TTFN. Ta-ta for now.
And with Riley leaving out of our booth and slamming the door, yelling "Fuck Crash" out in the hallway one last time, we're about to take you down to the ring for our men's championship match. Now, this is a men's title match unlike any we've ever seen before. Professor X as the brand new men's champion, you know, he didn't expect the company to be going under such short circumstances, so I kind of just came to him and I leveled with him. I was like, look, Pat, you know, it's strange circumstances. We think you should defend the title one last time, but you can take your pick. You can wrestle whoever you want in your last match in the company. And Patrick Stewart said, there's no one I'd rather have my last match with. There's no one I'd accept having my last match with than my best friend and tag team partner, Patrick Starr. And what this means now is not only is it going to be a friendly competition between Oops All Patrick's members, Patrick Stewart and Patrick Starr, it also means that Patrick Starr could unexpectedly, unprecedentedly leave this company with the men's championship. Patrick Starr has never even sniffed the main event scene here, but you know he's had a great career in the tag team division, and I don't think anyone would accuse this of being a nepotism move. I think Patrick Starr, you know, is a worthy competitor. It's just interesting because, you know, Patrick, look, he's literally drooling at the opportunity. He says he knows this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance, not just to send his buddy off and his own career off, but he could win the men's championship here tonight. But, you know, I also will say that their bond here is more than any title, and I think more than anything, this is about their friendship. But that title don't mean nothing, you know?
No, exactly. Well, and you know, we're talking about in the last match here with two great tag teams. I mean, Oops All Patrick's, maybe not with the level of tag team success that those other two teams had seen, but Oops All Patrick's, I think, definitely has a lot of the same love from the AHHWF universe that Love Type has. And I think this is a fun way, you know, to send them off. Obviously, Patrick Stewart, a surprise champion, proof that if given the opportunity, anybody can be champion here in AHHWF. Got that opportunity and seized it. And I think it's great now that one of the best tag teams, we're going to get to see them, what they're able to do in the ring against each other. I mean, we talk about these great tag teams and how closely they work with each other. And, you know, they know each other like brothers. And so it's going to be interesting to see, you know, when you know the strengths and you know the flaws of each other. How is a match like this going to turn out?
Yeah, and Becky in the chat had a great point. This is truly a whoever wins, we win match. This is really just a treat for the HHWF fans on our way out here. You know, there's unlike some other matches tonight, there's no disaster outcome with this. Either, you know, the current champ continues his Cinderella story, or Patrick Starr gets his own. Also, I love everyone in the chat that's let's go with Patrick, and I have Patrick to win. Y'all sneaky.
Introducing the challenger.
PvP Patrick versus Patrick, and this match is truly to determine who is the greatest Patrick.
It's too bad it's not a triple threat with Patrick Warburton.
That's a great point. Fuck, we should have signed Buzz Lightyear at some point. He'd been good.
Introducing the champion from New
He
York.
would have gone to catering and beyond, though. He wouldn't have had use for him.
120 pounds. He is the prestigious, non-stop, super heavyweight, worldwide, junior, rated R champion.
I forgot how commentator Trisha likes to go off with those title announcements. Or ring announcer Trisha, I suppose. Sorry, I'm a commentator. Patrick Stewart. Gonna
Titles
take
are
one last look
meaningless
at that
after
men's-
tonight, Chris.
That's true. Except for this one, that's being examined by both athletes. as father or coworker Brian reminds them what it's about right now. The
Titles are
AHHW
meaningless.
Men's Championship.
Championships are forever.
There you go. Yeah. Patrick Star looking to get into this. Stewart loosening up as well. And here we go for the men's championship on the last show. These two sworn brothers, Patrick Stewart versus Patrick Star. And this is about the way I expected the match to go. Some nice technical wrestling. They're not out to beat each other's faces in. They're going to have an athletic competition here tonight as the fans applaud their skill and technique.
Yeah, good sign of faith there. Waiting for Patrick Star to get to his feet. Patrick Star not showing the same respect.
Yeah, he's like, you can get a belly-to-belly and a stomp, and then I'm going to cuss you out. But, friends can do that. Friends cuss me out many a time.
It happens.
Yeah, Patrick Star calling Patrick Stewart a gossiping bitch, and Patrick Stewart slapped him across the face, pushing him up the ropes.
I will never live that down.
It's just funny. Oh, big boot from Patrick Star.
You say one thing in 8th grade, and then all of a sudden it follows you for the rest of your life.
No, it's just that when people insult me, they do it in really memorable ways, and I never forget it. Like when Judge Bird said my ego is too big for my body. I'll never forget that one either. This is I kind of like to see it because I don't think it's like anything like mean-spirited yet, but these two are kind of going at it in a way that my pre-match preamble wouldn't have led you to believe. They did slap each other in the face already.
Well, I think it's the belief that they have been a great tag team, but it's not like one of them wants the other one to leave with the title tonight. They want to be the one to leave with the title. Yeah,
and they love and respect each other, which means like you're not going to take it easy. It'd be insulting to either Patrick if the other one just laid down for him.
Yeah, it's like that Shawn Michaels Ric Flair match. It's like Ric Flair didn't want Shawn Michaels to pity him.
Yeah, absolutely. God, this match might end in I'm sorry, I love you. That's something to think about. Patrick Star whipping his partner into the buckles and hoisting him back up. Nice place elbow to the midsection. Oof.
Patrick Stewart on the ropes right now.
Everyone in the chat, I want to know who you got. Riley seems to be in the corner of Patrick Star. Sam earlier called Patrick Star an affront to society and against nature, so probably Patrick Stewart on that one.
No, I guess he's probably rooting for Patrick Star.
Yeah, Sam does love affronts to society and nature. We are all online right now, Sam. That's correct. Low kick. Comes off the ropes. Bam! Shining Wizard from the men's champ. Friends gonna slap each other, it's normal. That's true. Hello, other Sam. Hello, Nutwit. I don't think I've ever seen Nutwit in the chat before. Yeah, Patrick Star. Hell yeah. I'm with Patrick Stewart on this one, but...
Hitman not doing so hot. That's really good.
That's amazing. Yeah, sorry, I just read that. That's amazing. I love how this Noah person might be coming in for the very last show as their first one. Drops an amazing line in their first appearance.
Yeah, that's a J.R. Smith heat check right there.
Well, Patrick Stewart has already hit his vaunted X-Plex finisher on Patrick Star, but Star's still in this, so that bodes well for the... I guess I was going to call him an amphibian, but that's not really how starfish work, is it?
Yeah, well, and it's been interesting. We really haven't gotten a near fall yet in this match. We've seen a couple covers, but they're after a 1 count or so.
Yeah. So we got some people are confusing me still by saying Patrick. Yeah, I got Patrick as well. I got a couple of votes for Pat Star. People are really believing in him, but here he eats a second X-Plex. I don't know.
And
wow!
2.5 count there.
Patrick Star is digging deep, all the way down to Bikini Bottom, in the depths of his soul. This is amazing. No, it's like, I saw a completely incomprehensible tweet and decided to check it out. I fucking need to know what that tweet was. That's so fucking funny. That means our strategy has finally paid off, because I was always thinking that. It's like, we'll just tweet about the insane shit that's happening over here, and someone will be like, what's that?
I hope it was something about it's all ogre now.
Patrick Stewart, a lethal combination there on Star. Hey, Nutwit, who you got? Who do you think's gonna win?
Oh no!
Oh, look at
Patrick
this.
Stewart with the dirty pin, but Star
He's
able
cheating.
to kick out of it.
That's going to change the tone of this matchup, I think. You know, you're sworn brothers, you're having a nice competition for the title, and then you cheat?
And I don't know
changes
if
things
you
a little
noticed
bit.
that, but I think the AHHWF universe here in the Gymatorium noticed that, because you noticed, I'm going to say notice a bunch of times here, but Patrick Stewart going and you know, kind of trying to get the fans to cheer, and they did not cheer after that. They are not a fan of what they just saw Patrick Stewart do.
Look at Patrick Stewart. Look at his face as Patrick starts fighting back. He looks scared. He looks scared of his friend. I think he's unlocked a new level of power out of his friend by taking advantage of him like that. We were seeing in the chat people saying that Patrick Stewart is going to that place where they talk with their tongues, the 7th ring of hell, Bikini Bottom.
Patrick Stewart going for another cover here. Barely a 2 count. It's like Star's getting stronger.
He really is. Look at him hulking up. Oh no, Patrick Stewart just tried to go to town on him, try to finish him off, do whatever it takes to get him out of here. As Riley says, listen, if this is the last match, you gotta play to win, which I do understand, but here's a roll-up.
Star rolling him up.
Oh. Too close to the ropes. Oh, just socking him with a right hand. Look at these two are going at it, battling it out.
We have you know, we talked a big game about this being a friendly bout here for the title, but we are getting a serious match right now.
Dude, Patrick Stewart is beating the ever-living shit out of our men's champion. Oh, the counter jawbreaker to Star. Patrick Stewart trying to survive here. That was looking rough for a little bit there.
Oh no, and Patrick Star in a bad place.
Did he kick him low? Was that the stomach or? Oh. Pilot saying this Star is rising. And Becky had a good point. I want Patrick Star to win because then both Patricks have had it.
Oh, Star's still able to kick out.
Patrick Stewart beside himself as he looks at coworker Brian, who confirms, yeah, that's 2. I'm a great referee, don't question it. Noah says they seem to be evenly matched. I think entropy is going to get us before either of them do. Not a bad prediction. Oh, look at this. Making his friend pay. Gigantic chokeslam from Patrick Star.
Huge, and then
You're not
going for the
cheat
cover.
me out of this.
Ooh, only a 2 count there.
Not enough.
Star immediately going after Stewart again, but Stewart countering. They're both to their feet and back down to the ground with a DDT. Stewart letting the AHHWF universe know.
We got a packed house in this chat tonight. You love to see it. To send this company off right. Patrick Stewart, a house of fire. He's not letting go of that men's championship.
Star
He just won it last
wisely,
night.
very wisely rolling to the outside of the ring, but Stewart up to the top rope, turning, flying!
Oh!
Star able to let Stewart hit the ground and now immediately going after that back.
This is honestly an instant classic men's championship match. We talked about the battles between Weird Al and Mr. Clean. This is right up there with them.
And now it's time for the Star to fly.
That Star's on the rise with that elbow drop. Let's go.
Huge elbow drop, picking up Patrick Stewart. And another, are we going to see another huge choke slam here?
Up and down.
Falling to his knee.
He's tired.
Oh no, not going for the cover. Oh, this could be a bad move for Star.
Oh no.
Stewart rolling him over.
Single leg Connecticut crab.
Star is trying to do something here. Do anything. Able to get out of it. Throwing Stewart to the ground. Oh my god. Whoever wins the title here tonight is going to earn it.
Absolutely, without a doubt. Great point from the thing is, no matter how much Stewart beats up Star, he can just regenerate his limbs. He might have to after a match like this.
And now going for the cover again. Star is beaten right now. Oh my god.
I really thought that was over. Look, and Patrick Stewart did too. He's freaking out.
Oh man.
He's really trying desperately to get the fans on his side, but I think that the energy has turned here tonight. I really think... Oh, double hand chokeslam!
Going for
This
the
could
cover.
be it.
This could be it right here. This is going to be the title. Patrick's... Oh.
No! If there was ever a time for a stupid fight forever chant, this would be it. Big splash!
Huge splash. Shooting
Setting up,
starfish
he's trying
splash.
Trying to end this now. Double hand chokeslam. Hits a second one.
Going for the cover. Brian down.
New champ! New champ! Patrick Star!
Patrick Star, the boyhood dream comes true, leaving as the AHHWF Men's Champion. That title will be his forever.
Patrick Star was the biggest underdog. People thought that this Starfish was out of his depth in this match tonight. People talked about how he was just getting the match because he was Patrick Stewart's friend. And Patrick Star has shocked the world. He went from non-contender to the new and final, forever in history, AHHWF Men's Champion.
We're getting the call a 6-star match from the Riley Meltzer rating.
Yeah, call Meltzer. I'm hearing word that Okada is crying and retiring after the clinic that Patrick Star just put on. Put him to shame. WWE is giving up on their trademark on the greatest match ever because we just saw it. Look at this is a great moment as all our fans in the chat screaming yes with all their lungs and keyboards. Started from a rock and now we're here, says Riley, as Patrick Star is a star, says Becky, and look at this happy young wrestler hoisting up the prize of their dreams, the men's championship.
Yeah, you want to talk about feel-good moments here on the last show. This is definitely one of them.
When we started this company, Patrick Star would have been my last pick, maybe on the entire world, to end this company's run as the men's champion. That was a dream come true. But this is maybe the match with the highest stake. It is. If you missed the promo at the beginning of the show, Batman let us know. Actually, I should recap everyone. For Nutwit, who has not seen any of this weird shit, Shaggy Rogers was a fan favorite here for years, but he went on a tragic losing streak for a very long time, and the Joker started showing up around here and causing trouble, and then revealed that it was actually Shaggy in Joker face paint. He said he's become a joke to the fans, and he's abandoned all his previous principles. He was going to do whatever it took to reclaim his former glory, but Batman let us know at the beginning of tonight that for this last show, he knew that we couldn't let the fans leave with seeing their hero be the Joker. And he and Alfred cooked up a gadget that would separate Shaggy, the good parts of Shaggy, from the Joker in his psyche, and separate them into two separate beings who will be battling here tonight for the grandest prize of them all, the soul of young Shaggy Rogers, in a hardcore match that Shaggy made famous here in this company. Shaggy versus the Joker. And if Shaggy wins, he'll be going back to his normal life as a new former pro wrestler, new civilian, as himself. If he loses, he's gonna be the Joker. Then we're gonna lose him forever to the clutches of darkness and Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, no one wants that.
Yeah, this is the most serious match we've ever called. Remember when Skyrim 16 was happening, when Todd Howard was porting Skyrim to Android 16, turning him into a video game? This is like that all over again, except there will be no shot at redemption if this goes the wrong way. If this goes south, we will lose Shaggy forever. Joker's is heartless. Oh my god, you're right, Riley. Yeah, fuck him up, Shaggy, as Joker rises up from hell with that wicked smile. Ben, do you want to know where he got those scars?
No, thank you.
Me neither.
He's tried to tell me multiple times, and I just keep saying no.
Hopefully tonight Shaggy gives us some new ones. I mean, honestly, I don't know what
trust
to say.
No one, not even yourself. That should be the tagline of this match.
Yes, you've heard of Never Before, Never Again, End of an Era. This one is Trust No One, Not Even Yourself. I love that Andrew Sherman is here. I thought Joaquin Phoenix was great in Scoot. Boo this man. Absolutely. Everyone in the chat, can I get a boo in the chat for Joker? Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Epsilina, in the chat. As Joker does an actually pretty cool dive and roll into the ring, and sits like CM Punk, like the edgelord he is. I hope he does not drop a pipe bomb on AHHWF here on the last night here. That's true, he does have a fucked up haircut, but I'm not gonna be able to tell him because it kind of scares me. Yeah, the boos are raining in. Alright, here we go. I'm so sad I can't hear the entrance music for this last time, but Shaggy Rogers, we get to see our Shaggy, the real Shaggy, the people's champ, Shaggy, enter the ring one last time here tonight with his soul on the line.
It is great to see the Shaggy that we've all known and grown to love back here in an AHHWF ring, even if it is only a portion of his full soul.
But this is the best of Shaggy that we're seeing. These are all the parts of him that we love him for. His generosity, his kindness, his never say die attitude. This is what made him not just the hardcore champ, but the people's champ.
We're seeing the green shirts in the chat.
Yes, green shirts in the chat. Everyone yelling Shaggy, giving him their power. God, I'm legitimately nervous for this match, but I also cannot wait to see Shaggy. I have faith that Shaggy will save himself here as only he can, and we will get to see our boy right off into the sunset here tonight. Oh, look at the mind games from this sick fuck the Joker. Just sliding out as Shaggy tells him, alright, fuck, you're dead, I'm coming after you. Yes, a high kick to the side of the head. Take him out, Shaggy, let's go. He knows this is no time to mess around.
Remember that Shaggy was one of our longest running hardcore champions, so is no stranger to outside the ring.
Shaggy Noku driver to Joker. That's a great move to hit off the bat. Weaken your opponent's back, soften up their lungs, mess with their breathing, and stomp on the elbow like that. Try to break the arm of your evil half of yourself. I do that all the time. That's what therapy is. Oh, avoiding a slam. And bam, inverted DDT. Shaggy right now has an answer for everything Joker is trying to do, and I love to see it. Ooh, tie versus bow tie, though. That's a good point, Esther. Which article of menswear will win out? Alright, everyone in the chat, let us know who you got.
Is that even a real question?
I just want to see it pour in with the Shaggies. I also want to see if anyone is a cynic out there. Ooh, as Joker hits a nasty axe kick to the back of the head and exits the ring again. Oh, I forgot. Ben already forgot this is a hardcore match. Joker can look for weapons down there. That's what he was doing. Oh no, bringing a ladder into this. But you know what? You know when there was a ladder involved? The match where Shaggy beat Kratos for the hardcore championship the first time, and there he knows how to use it. Bashing it off the forehead of the Joker and posing for his fans. Let's
Calling
go.
upon the AHHWF universe. And now throwing Joker back into the ring here.
That's a great point from Riley. Shaggy knows his moves. They are part of the same being.
But as does Joker.
That's true. Fuck, this is scary stuff. Actual footage of my SSRIs at work. That's so fucking funny. Shaggy feeling it. This match has been all Shaggy so far. Yeah, if Joker wins, we right. Damn right.
Shaggy setting Joker up for something here.
Well, look at this. Shaggy. Oh my god, it's not just a superplex, it's a super falcon arrow.
Shaggy's pulling out all the stops here right now, and then a huge haymaker to Joker.
Raggy plugs.
Could we be seeing it right now here? Could the good half of Shaggy be coming out victorious with a scoop shasa?
Scoop shasa. I'm punching the air like Tiger Woods, Ben.
And
do it. No. Joker surviving the first scoop shasa. Oh look, snapping the arm. Yes. This is the comeuppance that Joker deserves for trying to take over our boy's soul. Pounding away at his demon.
Look at this innovative submission maneuver right here.
Yeah, Dragon Sleeper. Shades of Scooby-Doo. Oh no. Oh no, planting Shaggy on his head and then daring to bow in front of us. Oh no, Joker now mounting a comeback. This is the last thing I want to see. Oh, super kick to the jaw from the Joker. Saying, welcome to my twisted mind. No, he can't do this. Hitting Shaggy with his own Raggy Plex and mocking the taunt he always does afterward. Don't you dare, you bastard. Don't you dare hit a scoop shot up.
No.
Okay, send him for something else. Fireman's carry. Oh, what? Transition to a powerbomb. Shaggy trying to fight out of it. Thank God. That was risky. He could have been powerbombed outside the ring onto that ladder.
And
oh,
speaking
please,
of outside the ring.
ladder. Please, please. Yo, yo, yo. Back suplex on the apron.
Oh, and then falling onto the ladder.
Oh, yes.
Adding insult to injury right now. The fight is going outside.
Oh, big kick, knocking Shaggy flat on his back on that cold, hard concrete ramp. Shurg's signature move, no, it is called the Scoob Shasa, and it's that running knee he executed earlier. Shaggy, please kick out. Shaggy, please. Oh, thank God.
Oh, that was a close call, though.
Oh, Joker just booting Shaggy and hopping over him. The thing I hate the most about Joker is the flamboyant, showy way he deals damage to his opponents with a big elbow drop afterward.
Joker is in control right now.
Look at the way he holds down on Shaggy's face. He can't just go for a standard wrestling cover. He has to do something in a nasty, vile way. The Joker, yes, evaded the double knees, evaded the drop kick, kicked him in his ass, punched him in the face, let's go, turn him around, a second, Raggy flips. That's the setup.
But going for the cover, trying to get it right now, trying to get the win. That's a 2, and that's a, oh!
Oh my God! Torger Bryan, are you fucking serious?
Shaggy
that was
taking
so
a moment.
Close. I am never one to question the ref, but that was something else. Here we go.
Oh, a
Second
scoop
time, Scoop
Shasa.
Shasa.
Going for the cover.
Come on, Shaggy.
Bryan's down.
Come on, Shaggy.
1, 2, and a 3. Yes!
Yes! Yes! Shaggy Rogers is safe from the Joker forevermore.
Shaggy has
Fantasy
exercised his
Joker.
demons, and truly, the all that is good with Shaggy is back.
Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Copyright violation.
Oh man,
The Joker is out of here. We are banishing the Joker.
I struggled to call that match a little bit because I was so on the edge of my seat. Like the fan in me could not see the dark side of Shaggy win.
I know. I was so scared. You know what this means? I was an English student at one point. I'll tell you what it means. This truly shows you the side of Shaggy that was let down and gave up on himself and the fans. The person that said, well, I've lost a lot, so I'm going to become an asshole. That person was proved to be the weaker mentality. The one that won out here was the one that believed in picking yourself up and trying again. About rallying for yourself and your fans and never giving up. And Shaggy has done what we've been rooting for him to do for the last year and a half, and that's redeem himself and end his championship, his wrestling run here as the people's champ we've always seen him as. And now I hope to God that Shaggy Rogers can see himself that way too.
The AHHWF universe letting Shaggy know that they are happy that he came out victorious here tonight.
Jinkies. Zoinks. The Joker will now forever be locked under the gymatorium. I'm so happy, that you want to go watch all these back. We've had a million great shows. This has been running for 2 years, 2.5 years, basically. We started in February of 2018, and we had a hell of a run with a lot of great shows and a lot of great memories. And I'm glad that all of you are really here to send it off with us. We are here at the final match of AHHWF. The Women's Championship match will be determined in our first ever Women's Elimination Chamber. We have assembled the top 6 women wrestlers of our company's history, and this is going to be a hell of a fight, Ben. The Elimination Chamber is a favorite of yours, I know. It's a favorite of mine as well. It's not called Satan's Playground for no reason. And you know, if you know the women's division in HHWF, you know that they can brawl with the best of them. Basically, every women's match we ever saw in this company, they went outside the ring, they hit each other into the steps and the barricade, and slammed each other on the floor. This is a match that's really gonna... This is why I selected this match, is because this is what the women's division is all about. And they will be all locked inside the Elimination Chamber. If you're not familiar, it's a big-ass cage with chain link fences, metal grate for floors outside the ring, and they'll all be... 4 of them will be locked inside glass pods. They will all come in at timed entrances. Now, 2 of them will start off the match. They'll obviously be at a disadvantage because they've got to outlast everybody else. And then, you know, after a certain amount of time passes, another person will exit the pod and come into the match. This is the only way I could see ending this company's history, with the first ever Elimination Chamber match in a division that this was made for. And we have the best crop of women's talent here. I would put these wrestlers up against any women's division in the world, because Captain Marvel, The Bride, Garnet, Samus, Shego, and X-23 have all at one point or another in their run here been dominant figures. And I honestly have no idea how this is going to shake out with all of them inside the chamber together, with Shego's championship on the line.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so happy that this is the match that we're wrapping up AHHWF with, because honestly, some of the greatest matches that we've seen here over the last few years have come from from some of the competitors that are in this match right now. Some of the moments of AHHWF that I will never forget came from the competitors that are in this match right now, and so it is so fitting that we are going to have the most violent division in professional wrestling in one of the most violent matches.
This is honestly, like, really, really doing good for my soul to see all this interaction in the chat right now. Everyone is just, like, loving... Y'all are making me a loving life diva right now. This is the best. I honestly really, truly believe this is the best HHWF show in the entire history of the deal, and I'm so glad that it's the last one. You know, in honor of our high school band teacher, last one, best one, and I'm so glad y'all are here to witness it with us.
Yeah, thank you all for joining us and helping us celebrate this the last show.
Introducing the
And here we go, the Bride with a Twitter handle, Cancel Bill, and she's looking to cancel Shego while she's at it. Shego has been the women's champion since August. No one has been able to dethrone her. She's already survived a Hell in a Cell match with the Bride and Captain Marvel. You know, I honestly think, as much as there's a lot of people in this match that I would love to be our last women's champion, I don't think I can hate if Shego pulls this off somehow. This would honestly prove it too. If Shego wins this, she's the best women's champ of all time. Like, X-23 and Lapis Lazuli had good stakes to it. Samus does as well, but I mean, if Shego pulls this off, I don't think there's any denying that she's the one. You know what? No matter what happens, we're going to get to watch an amazing Elimination Chamber match, and Shaggy kept his soul, so I'm good.
Yeah, that's... yeah.
And honestly, we are kind of known as a company for having a lot of, like, downer endings to a lot of our matches, and I really... You know, it's like fortune favored the bold here tonight, and we had a lot of our fan favorites come out on top, which is you know, the way it should be. This is going to be an interesting match here to see whoever in the chat thinks is going to win, because unlike the other ones, it's I feel like it's going to be a lot harder to predict.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, everybody that's in this match has a legitimate claim to that women's championship.
I don't know who I think is gonna win. I think, you know what though? I think it might come down to the match, like the order that they're gonna come out in. We randomly selected the order of entry for these women, so I have no idea who's gonna be starting out in the ring and who's gonna be in the pod. And you know, obviously, it's gonna be a great, it's gonna be very beneficial for the last person out of the pod. But you know, it's not a guarantee by any means.
I'll tell you, I would tell you, Chris, who I personally want to win this, but I also fear the commentator's curse.
Yeah, that's true. That is a real, very, very real thing you gotta watch out for. I kind of want to know, though.
Well, let's just say it's not Shego.
Okay, I kind of figured. Captain Marvel entering her pod. Captain Marvel, this is going to be her last shot at Shego. You know, we talked a lot over the last several months about what Shego did to Captain Marvel, ruining what would have been the best night of her life after Captain Marvel beat Samus twice in one night to become the women's champion, keep the championship, and then Shego cashed in Money in the Bank and stole it from her. Captain Marvel's been struggling to get it back ever since, and this is her last shot.
God, I'm sorry. I'm just like at a loss for words because I just keep, every time someone else comes out, I keep thinking about great moments in AHHWF history.
Absolutely, yeah. Samus had a hell of a, before Shego, Samus was the dominant women's champion. She was the one we were all afraid of and looking out for. Honestly, the chat is honestly really behind Shego, and Riley brings up what I think is now a fact. I think it's going to be Shego and X23 starting the match.
And no two would be better to start this match.
Literally. God. Fucking... This is the best.
Oh, the boos from the fans here in the AHHWF gymatorium.
Yeah, I think Shego ingratiated herself a little bit, or not Shego, Samus got back in the fans' good graces a little bit when she came to the rescue of the Bride and X23 at the Big Show last month in that six-woman tag, but, they haven't entirely forgotten everything she's done.
I thought you said wrestling was what have you done for me lately?
Yeah, yeah, I don't know, these fans are fickle.
Remember to use the
Shego
hashtag
entering.
Women's Wrestling Entertainment Chamber.
And here we go. The bright green lights as our women's champion comes to the chamber.
And the fans here letting her know as well.
Yeah. She and the fans both yelling at each other.
Yeah, she's booing these fans.
I can do it too, you're not special. This might be one of the biggest turnouts in the chat we've ever had here on youtube.com/alienhappy for one of these shows. I appreciate all of you spending your Saturday night with us. And yes sir, we promise you a great main event here tonight.
WrestleMania, Andre the Giant!
WrestleMania, yeah, if you smell, you're fired. The world is watching. She go more like she stops. Okay. And here we go, the final entry with all the... Look at the pyro, Ben. This fucking rules. The definitive phenom of the women's division, Laura Kinney, X23.
Yeah, one of the most beloved wrestlers here in AHHWF. And the last entrance in AHHWF.
Yeah, I love that. And forgoing her normal entrance for a spectacular fireworks display. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that Darth Maul stole her entrance earlier tonight because he didn't want the night to be over. Maybe just she knows that, you gotta do something special. This is the last time we're gonna be here in the elementary school gymatorium. X23 wrestling without her mask, so all of our fans can see the face of their hero one last time.
Well, and here we go, folks. I hope you're all ready for a great main event. I don't want to hype this up too much, but I mean, I am excited here as a fan of this show, and I cannot wait to see who comes out on top here.
Yeah, God, the biggest fight feel here as we kick off the final match of AHHWF, the Women's Championship Elimination Chamber. Shego off to a dominating start on X23, which is exactly what you got to do with a former two-time women's champ like that.
Shego going for the cover, but yeah, not enough right there. Barely, not even a 1 count.
Oh, Shego raking the eyes of X23.
Shego definitely has the size advantage in this matchup right here, but obviously X23 is not to be underestimated.
Which just goes to show you what a bad person Shego is. She has a size advantage and still puts her fingers in her eyes.
Well, now who's going to join them here?
Who's in next? Samus. Oh my God. Hard hitters. Actually, this match is exclusively hard hitters. Everyone coming in, I'm just gonna be like, wow, this is gonna heat up. All right, let's get everyone's predictions in if you haven't already. I'm gonna pick. Fuck, this is so hard. I'm gonna pick X23. I'm a classic man.
I mean, it's going to be quite a mountain to overcome for X23, but I would love to see it.
Oh, big enziguri with his metal boot. Samus stalking her prey further. Shego going to interrupt. Big jawbreaker. As X23 hangs on the ropes.
I got to tell you, though, if it's coming down to who can overcome the odds, you know, we got to think back to what Captain Marvel's been able to do here in AHHW.
That's true.
Also the Bride,
Captain
though,
Marvel,
but, you know.
Yeah, God, Bride is going to be a scary person in this chamber. I really, truly fear for the first person that she gets in her hands outside that ring. Oh, Samus the first to get thrown onto that metal floor. Yeah, Captain Marvel has won multiple handicap matches and has beat Samus twice in one night. You know, that's a great point. German suplex from Samus to Shego on the floor.
The Bride dropping X on the ropes. They're going for the cover.
Yeah, and if it wasn't clear, this is an elimination match, so the first person to pin someone does not win. That person they pin is just out. So it'll come down to just 2. This should be pay-per-view, Lee, you're right.
And here comes Captain Marvel.
The last entrant. Oh wow! Code green on the metal floor by Shego. That's gonna do a lot of damage to Samus's back, and here with the knees as well.
X23 has now been had a pin attempt by 3 different wrestlers now.
Everyone's trying to get her out of there. She's the Phenom. Oh my God!
Captain Marvel on top of the cell, flying!
Holy shit!
I don't know that we might be seeing X23 eliminated.
My
here. Captain
prediction
Marvel
is
can roll
fucked.
over.
She just took a splash off the top of the chamber pod.
Oh, this is a good break for X23, though.
Yeah, Pele kick as Samus is dealing with Captain Marvel. X23 back on her feet somehow miraculously after that impact. And the last one in the chamber is Garnet, the absolute powerhouse in a match full of powerhouses.
Well, now here we go, folks. Everybody's in the ring, and we are going to have a new champion here soon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that no one was eliminated before we were all in, but I'm thankful because that means we get to see all 6 of these 2 tear it up together. All 6 of these 2? Fuck.
Yeah.
All
also,
6 of these women.
Speaking of slip of the tongues, I guess I showed my cards a little bit, say new champion, who I want to win. Because Shego could still retain this.
Absolutely. Although X23 just made Carol pay for that big splash by jamming her face into the floor out there.
The Bride thinking for a moment to get involved in that fight, but now letting Captain Marvel and X-23 fight it out, but now Garnet involved in the fray. We got 3 outside the ring and 3 inside the ring.
And we have a myriad of opinions in the chat. We got a lot of different takes on who's going to win. Well, that was a close call. X-23 trying to pin Garnet. Coworker Brian has got his work cut out for him here. He's got a lot of situations to keep an eye on.
X-23 doing her best to take out Garnet right now.
Can I get a coworker Brian in the chat? We got to pay homage to this legend on his last refereeing match. This is the last time we're going to see Brian.
X-23 bouncing Garnet off the chamber.
Oh, off the ring post, too.
X-23.
God, everyone's roasting.
Oh.
Everyone is roasting me to death over all 6 of these 2. I'm glad I could spawn a catchphrase on the last night. X-23 is literally just spending the last several minutes
just going after Garnet right now.
Honestly, smart. I would too.
Meanwhile, Captain Marvel and Shego, huge. Yeah, all right now. Is Shego out? Are we going to get a new champion tonight?
Brian took so long, though. Oh, yeah, see, yeah. Captain Marvel had her dead to rights, but coworker Brian had to get around the Bride and Samus's fight to get there, and it gave Shego extra time to kick out. As X-23 continues, just hammering Garnet's head into the fucking chamber pod.
As you're probably all onto already, we're going to have to, not starting soon. We'll be right back. We're going to have to take a very quick little commercial break here. Chris, you want to tell them what they won?
Yeah, you all won a nice silence from me while I tried to think of what you won.
Sometimes it's nice to just have a moment of silence where you can just reflect and just, you know, kind of take a deep breath, think about, like, all the matches you've seen over these years and, you know, what's next for professional wrestling.
That's true. We're seeing in the chat, Grimdark saying, I might miss Brian the most. That's a great point. And Sam bringing up that Brian is injured and has yet to be treated for as many concussions. It's honestly an HHW miracle that no one has flattened Brian tonight. That's like a staple of the show, is the ref getting taken out. So I'm happy Brian's been safe tonight.
And now we come back to see the Bride has got to, getting a pin there on Captain Marvel, but Captain Marvel able to kick out. We still have no eliminations in this match.
Yeah, that's wild to me.
The Bride winded up, though, and throwing a couple haymakers there. Oh, no.
Damn it.
Shego eliminated X-23. Thank you, X-23, for all you've done for AHHWF.
Damn right.
You are going to be missed. A legend for sure.
She put in the work her entire career. Oh, God, look up Bride going up top.
The Bride is going to fly.
Bride. Oh, my God, the same big splash, but this time on the floor that Captain Marvel did, except upgraded, because that metal grate is a lot worse to be crushed between than the mat. She goes DDT on Garnet. That could be all for her as well. But Bride going for the cover first on Samus. Good news for Garnet, bad news for Samus, as she's eliminated after Bride's splash off the pod. And Garnet survives thanks to that extra time.
And Marvel tossing the Bride. The Bride counter, and Shego's got Garnet on the outside of the ring now.
I really didn't anticipate the ass kicking that Garnet is taking in this match. X is in the chat for X-Ray. He'd love to see it. Oh, that Kill Bill kick to Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel is out.
Oh, wow. I thought Bride had it.
Not quite.
Hoisting up Shego. Electric chair. Trying to execute the champ. We're in the final 4.
People throwing up X's in the chat for X-23.
Garnet trying to get back in this thing. Trying to remind these other 3 that she's a monster, but Bride looking more like one right this moment. Chokeslamming Shego. She's a new men's champion, Patrick Starr. There you go. Garnet's had it with the boot to Shego.
Yeah, Garnet looking to now take control of this match.
Whoa, it's nice, slick pop-up Hurricane Rana
Captain Marvel with the pin on the Bride. Only 2,
Not
though.
enough to stop the Bride, though. Yeah, she's, shit. Now that woman is tough. Big knee lift.
Garnet pancaking Shego there in the corner. And now going for the cover while the Bride is climbing the cage.
Samus right.
Shego's eliminated. We're getting a new champion tonight.
What?
The Bride's flying. Captain Marvel
God.
on the outside. Oh my! The Bride is. What are you supposed to say right now?
Yeah, so Garnet pinned the champ, and then Bride flings herself off the cage wall into Marvel, and then Garnet flattens her. Just what is happening? We have a confirmed new women's champion tonight. The reign of Shego has finally been ended by Garnet, nonetheless.
And now
Garnet got Marvel out of here too.
Garnet,
the Bride, and Garnet.
Oh my God!
These two were not even here this time last year. They both came in at the Queen of Halloween tournament last October and instantly made names for themselves, and now one of them is going to be the final AHHW Women's Champion.
The Bride trying to capitalize on countering Garnet into the fence there, but not enough.
It's a brand new world here without Shego.
Oh, those punches to the face there. And now...
Yeah. Look at the athleticism.
These two just throwing each other on those metal grates outside of the ring. We are down to the final two here in the Elimination Chamber to decide the AHHWF Women's Champion, the final champion here in AHHWF. Will it be Garnet? Will it be the Bride? Garnet going for a cover.
She's cheating!
The Bride.
It's not really cheating in an Elimination Chamber, but
the Bride able to still get out of the leverage pin there, though.
Here we go, battling back. My vote's on the Bride.
The Bride.
Good boy, big kick.
Those kicks have knocked out a lot of great competitors.
Stop on the hand, kick to the back.
She is dissecting
Garnet with her feet. Those educated feet to good use.
The Bride calling upon the AHHWF Universe.
Trying to kill Bill.
Oh my God. Are we going to see it here? Are we going to see the Bride win the title?
Do it, Uma Thurman. 3. The Bride is the new and final AHHWF Women's Champion.
I'll tell you, I mean, it's kind of been something that we've been expecting to happen here ever since that debut there at
Absolutely.
I mean, the Bride has really turned what was already a dominant division on its head. It seems only right that as we wrap things up here in AHHWF, that the Bride gets a nice piece of hardware to take home.
God, what a match. And yeah, I can't. Yes, this is what we need to see. Coworker Brian handing off the championship to the Bride, who cradles it.
There's something
worked
sweet.
So hard for this.
There's something just so sweet about seeing the Bride holding that title with Shego's plates on it.
Yes, and look at the smile on her face. We've never. The Bride has had a cold, serene face the entire time she's been here until this very moment, when she finally achieved her mission, made it to the mountaintop, and now she can let her guard down and embrace in what she's done.
Wow, Chris, thank you so much for joining me for this AHHWF, for all the AHHWFs that we've been doing together here, for being my partner here on this whole show. Thank you to Riley, who got to join us here. I'm so glad that we got to have Riley join us for the final AHHWF. The person who was there with me as we founded this show 2.5 years ago. Thank you to everybody who's in this chat right now. It's really awesome to like see all you in there, and you know you helped us make this last show feel really special, and so I applaud all of you for that. Thank you so much. This has been a whole lot of fun, and I really appreciate all you.
Yeah, y'all are gonna make me cry with these AHHWF forever hashtags in there. God, just thank you all for taking what should have been a fucking silly thing that literally nobody watched and taking it and turning it into this like weird little like cult activity for all of us to enjoy and love together. And thanks for believing in this, and thank you all to who supported us with your views and your Patreon dollars, and we really hope that you enjoyed this last show. I sure as fuck did. This was the best show we ever had, and yeah, I'm gonna remember this moment. Like, it sounds stupid to say, about a wrestling show, but I'm gonna remember this for the rest of my life, for real.
Yeah, it honestly, I couldn't think of a more perfect ending here. Seeing the bride holding that title here as our final image of AHHWF. It's been one hell of a ride.
Yeah, I mean, anyone who's kind of wondering, like, well, damn, now what? You can go back and watch all the previous shows. They're all on YouTube. I've got them in playlists for you there. We also, this network is wrapping up at the end of the month, but we are doing a few more podcasts. If you want to subscribe to Movie Club and Musicology, you can get our podcast. And we're going to have one last episode of the chat room with me, Ben, Riley, and Taylor before we get out of here. So we'd love to have you all be part of that as well. But yeah, thank you all for everything, like, sincerely.
Yeah, everybody, thank you. Have a great night, and well, we'll see you around.